Now, that sounds obvious. You use utility to take a site, but not being
here.
a Sova dart,
No.
you get pinged, then you move. Everything is happening simultaneously for FaZe, which has made them such a juggernaut in the past. They just have this freight train squad, and it works so much better with the breach on that squad.
And, you know, the other thing I like is, as we talk about how FaZe play around utility, is it's different. Right? Like, it's not the similar looks that we get on where you have common lineups for Sova darts, for example, right? Or some of the breach utility. They really kind of push the limits on how you can think about an agent. So there should be a ton of fun to watch. I think another thing to mention on the side of Sentinels, as they're going to start off on attack, Dapper on a Cypher, meanwhile, FaZe opting not to bring one into the fold.
Yep. Dapper loving that. It's here. The breach, Jet, Omen, Raze, Sova is tried and true for FaZe. They've been loving running that. Ruckus, trying to build a bit of a ruckus here. Starting off with that shorty nice and close, pushed up on A. And they're going to have some good traps behind them. We'll see. I think it's going to be that Dapper lurk. And he'll be able to notify them. But yeah, FaZe moving together here. I should say Sentinels as they move up, and it's going to be Insight with that dash. Tens will start them off.
Yeah, it's just going to be a straight-up retake. I think Dapper, as you said, in a position to really set this sideways. But if you're FaZe, you kind of you're sniffing some of it out, right? Like you're the sniffer, making sure my.
Hello, goodbye.
Good night. Baby bait drops. There's the first kill. In favor of Sentinels. Great use of utility here as we see FaZe. We talked about the utility, their ability to use that to get onto the site. There's a chance for it, but Tens with the ghost, already good for 2. Looking for another rocket, trades it out. Sick. Trading that back. Corey's left alone, and he's not around for long. What a round by Sentinels.
There's so much control there, a lot of patience. Some, obviously, a lot of them were in the site, so the post plant just becomes a flurry of everybody shooting back and forth. But the members that were hiding there for Sentinels, to make sure there were a few left alive to continue to defend. Just smart play overall. Sometimes you got to throw bodies at the problem. Sometimes you got to wait.
Go next,
did a little both there.
What happened?
And Riv, the chaos that we were talking about.
Was that a convincing pistol?
How FaZe seemed to thrive there. Again, that's another one that goes in favor of
Game's
Sentinels.
over, boys. GG. Go next.
As they're going to show a little towards A. I like this push from Marv. Nice to take some of that space. Is pushed back. I mean, at this point, FaZe should be able to pull off at least a little bit and lean towards A, knowing all of the noise that's been made.
Zoms with orb control over on C as the team starts to make up ground. Sick here on the bonus. Dapper
God.
2 up with the Spectre, possibly a third as Corey gets that.
That was a good take.
Possibility to grab that Spectre though, Doug. Has a few bits of econ damage.
All right. This round, there's not much to focus on here. They're saving. Sentinels was going to win this pretty clean. That makes sense.
Specters, I mean, I guess it's Baby Bay, right? So you don't. Yeah, I guess you can't count them out here. But you know, we saw FaZe on the.
I was half expecting Baby Bay to dash across to bomb box and then right-click the planer.
Their use of
That's what I thought he was going to do.
Using the
kind of seems like his style.
In conjunction with the hot hands from Sick to clear out the player that was playing in A short and really like tee up a free kill, right? Like you can't stand in that corner because of the hot hands, and then you have the ping exposing where he is. It was easy.
Yep.
All right, gun round. This is important. This is an important round. The very first gun round versus the bonus.
The teams rather adjust, make it happen.
It's going to set the pace, you know?
Exactly what they were running without a hitch. It's going to be a drone push-up C here, and this is what I said they might be doing. Identify where an operator might be.
Dash.
Don't have to deal with that yet, obviously, but the death ball.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Holy shit. Those were some nice shots. He shouldn't have gone for that third, but those were some nice fucking shots.
But they made a lot of noise towards C. They are able to pick up the spike. I was worried about that. They're going to rotate off, but again, Riv, Marv has made his way up A long.
They saw him. They know Corey's here. I don't know if that's going to help.
Right, so
I don't know if that's going to help Sentinels at all. They're kind of stuck. I think Sentinels is going to lose this round regardless, just because they're stuck as hell.
The trap could give them a false sense of security. That's one thing that happens with it. They are still going to be very wary of what's going on. Yeah, they know. Quick peeks to the left, and they're going to have to check it one more time. Right, rather, as Sick is
just
able
hold,
to
bro.
now it's
what are you doing?
A mad rush to see what they can accomplish before finding another member.
And you see FaZe Sorry, you see FaZe, they sent Rockets.
There's no
but they
way
left
FaZe
two,
fucks this up.
right? Expecting Sentinels to go back to see where they were at the scene of the crime just a few moments ago. But Rockets is going to get a ton of info here.
What in the world? Oh my god.
Covers the noise.
Wow.
Not expected at all. Excellent play by Rockets.
Limping over
Interesting.
there, doing what he can after a big crunch.
I was not
Way
expecting that from
high on
Ruckus.
phantom
I was
shots.
expecting a dart
And good
to
push by the team
reveal
as well. They synergized that retake and made sure it was not
both
a
planner
problem.
and the guy pushing
FaZe
spawn.
Stop the bleeding
But
much earlier here. And we'll see what
whatever.
they continue to do on the defensive side.
That
of
seemed
it. Starting
risky,
off on
you know?
what is considered
Seems
the
risky.
harder side due to the fact that as you're on attack, you get to decide to where your distribution of players is.
Right.
That's always the advantage.
Now, Riv, tell me this: if you're playing and you see
The
a
slow-mo
team
voice. That's good.
continually take space away, like we saw Marv do there, where he was back in defender spawn. Yeah, they knew it was there. But what does that do to your mentality as you call out the map?
Well, you're already wanting to be able to get back.
God,
and
this game is so
identify
fucking
that
cool to
you have
watch, man.
lost that area, right? The trip's
There's
supposed
so-
to be
there's so
there
many
for the push
variables.
forward
It's so
into the
interesting.
Site, so then it can be used as a return on investment to know the big flank is coming. When you have to work back through it, it's like you don't have the info.
Huh?
So it makes you play much
Oh,
different in that
oh, I
situation.
see. He was trying to break the
You're
cam.
basically going off of feel and who you see.
Corey using the satchel charge there to try to clear out the
Like
game.
what? Like what? What is that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like how you ever supposed to expect that? The Cypher cage to cross, make him like lose control. Baby Bay gains that control by updrafting knives over and gets the kill. Like the variables, I love it. It's so fucking cool.
Garage as well, but much like we saw a few rounds ago,
Coming from
Dapper's
CS, this
playing
game is so cool.
back in that spot across the middle of the map.
CS is also cool.
Corey in a good spot. They're making sure they
I want a
keep
CS
themselves
2.0.
a little pushed up to get the info. So no one garage yet. They know everything that's happening as they hear the spike getting planted is going to be in C so far. And you see Sentinels wanting to kind of clear garage with a 2 team. They're waiting.
Wait, I love this.
Oh,
from
the
FaZe.
timing was a little
Zachary
off.
shows up and he aftershocks right
Well
behind
done,
the
Corey.
box.
Well
That
fucking done!
That delays the
Great
play. Now the
awareness.
spike
Holy
goes
shit,
down.
let's
But
go.
FaZe has arrived. Corey's already good for 3-10s with a filthy
No way.
flick in a 1v3. Got the op, but he's gonna get
Dude,
pinched
Corey,
from
good
all sorts
shit.
of angles. Rockus is gonna drop
Good
him.
awareness to
FaZe
know that they were
ties up at
pinching.
2 apiece.
That pinch was a little
Such
slow
a
though. They
big
didn't work
round
together
for
very well.
Corey. About to get pinched.
Shaz
from
went
both
before Dapper
sides,
was
takes
ready.
an early peek, figuring, you know, it's been way too long. Something's not right here. As we're trying to plant, there must be some aggression. Boom. And then able to trade a few more. Absolute stellar play from him to help this round out. And then a little damage to 10s, and there's the flank coming in from Raucus.
And I like how FaZe are playing this, right? Like I mentioned it in the previous round. They're reading some of how Sentinels like to play. So a much stronger performance from FaZe, at least early on Haven
fast.
relative to what we saw in Icebox. But now Sentinels
Thank you.
looking to dial up a little something towards A. You heard the Bladestorm has been used. And we're seeing a lot of that early, the early fault line from Zachary. Down, fighting for A lobby control. They're gonna full
And there's
send.
the flash.
Journaling in a smoke, gonna buy some time. As it looks like Sentinels are reconsidering potentially going towards a long or just peeling off. They're not finding what they
Nice.
want, but that pick changes everything. The neural theft is going to be used as well.
Oh
Here we
no.
go. So
Oh,
something used from Corey
okay.
in response.
Wow.
No,
What a fucking
with the
shot by
blade, so
Tens.
good for him in
Holy
a second as he
shit.
whips Corey and Rockets down. That's going to give
Yo,
him access
Tens-
to the site.
Tens
The
just
fight's
saved the
gotta
fucking
hurry, though.
round.
They do
Jesus.
have the numbers advantage. They should be able to assume post plants and get the spike down. Now it's going to be FaZe in a 2v4. No Rolling Thunder, no Bladestorm. An op, yes. But this is where you kind of wonder, do you go for it? Do you save? It looks like they don't want to have anything to do with the rest of this.
Bro,
If you had Raucus, maybe.
we didn't get to
Hunter
see what
Fury is
happened.
there. You need the find in the dark to
But
get back
Corey
into the site.
used
They'll do a
Ray's
little
ult, and he
hunting
was
here.
going to win the
Shazam
round.
comes
He
around the
was.
outside.
And
Rocking
Tens
Sheriff, but
took him
that
out of
was
the
a
air
heck of a round
with
from
one knife
Shazam,
shot
or from certain
to the
Tens,
head.
sorry.
Holy fuck.
Daggers out, flying through, and it's one of the things that we haven't touched on much. I'm sure it's been talked about, but that transition of Tens being able to switch to Reyna, Shazam going back to Jet, having the versatility of agent switch between those two, and such impact agents, right? You know, they can just flow between them, and that's such a dangerous thing that Sentinels bring to the table.
Riv, it was against 100 Thieves on Ascent, where we saw a moment where 100 Thieves might be able to get back into the game when they were on the attack. Asuna uses the showstopper from Market to get onto B, and Tench drops him with one bullet of the Vandal, and he's done that consistently. So you're seeing some of the Tense effect, right? When it seems like they have an opportunity to crack the side open, to do something that's going to really change the pace of the round, Tense is there, comes up huge in moments like that. But I love this aggression, the flash, Baby Bay going right down C long, not going to spot anyone, but you already feel some of that pressure, and they're doing the same thing down A long as well. This is textbook FaZe, right? Pinching in from both sides, forcing them one way. Nice sidestep from Zachary, and he gets the kill as well.
Little bait and switch.
Said it right
well
there.
done.
Textbook.
Well fucking done.
Make the opponent sweat right
my
off
God.
the bat.
This is a match. This is what I wanted to see.
A little bit
Let's
back
go.
on the line there, and I think the
We got a
fans are
fucking
happy to see
match.
that.
Man, and in that moment, it's so difficult to really respond, right? You know that they're running down C long. They've also taken A long as well. You don't really have a ton as far as options go, and they even had the wherewithal to flash out, so Zachary can't hit the op, and it's just beautifully sidestep, and he delivers a shot. FaZe played that round very well.
I mean, you look at what that style creates, right? FaZe always has you on the major look. They look for Baby Bay. Zachary capitalizes on the off shot down C. You're completely bewildered because their FaZe is just firing on all cylinders for that round, and it hasn't been expected.
Wow.
Sick, able to drop two. Beautiful, run it back as he starts. And we'll see Tens now pushing through.
What the fuck is going on?
Just to get that frag.
From the window
Insanity,
to
bro.
the wall, he uses the Hunter's Fury.
I feel like I'm watching Rank.
Back at the same time,
and it's awesome.
And they stack that together. That allows him to get in and really blow everything up, right? FaZe
It's like a
is
really
just down to 2
well-coordinated
members left.
rank match, you know what I'm saying?
And
But when
a
everything hits
2v5.
just right for both
I
teams.
know I mentioned this earlier, Riv, but we talk about how FaZe stack utility and ultimate so well.
That is fucking
Sentinels
nuts.
just gave them a taste of their own medicine.
I think they had that planned from the start.
Flawless. Coming from the other side now, as Sentinels say. We got that same power in the bag. A lot of money on the side of the FaZe clan. You can see Baby Bay sitting on a big chunk of change there. This play from Sick during, like you said, during that distraction of the Hunter's Fury is what we were talking about earlier in that combination of utility. It's so great to see, and honestly I think it's like at just a starting level. There's so much to min-max about utility usage and what choke points can be used from what angles and during rotation. Cannot wait. This game has so much to grow, and it's going to be amazing. Let's see what we have here coming into round 8. 4-3 as Haven is much closer than game 1.
Marv taking
No way. No way.
No way. The drone doesn't catch him. And Marv can go in aggressively. Now the jig's up, and Shazam responds beautifully.
That sucks.
Taking Marv out.
That sucks. Oh well.
Just not, it didn't even hesitate. Bow away, takes a shot. Zom's from the shadows. Rockus still having that Hunter's Fury. We'll see how they use it here.
Great flash. Corey with the swing. Dapper with an even better one. He dispatches him. They're going to use from the shadows to get into the back of B. Now Sentinels look to expose some of that. Keep a close eye on Zoms. How much damage can he do to prevent the rotate in? Excellent use of the aftershock, but for Zachary, just a hair too late. He gets the kill, but the spike goes down. Zachary has that rolling thunder. But the thing is, you've got Tens back in window with an operator, and that makes it so difficult to get in. Cloudburst can make him think twice about it. Sid with the curveball, flashing out as they try to push forward.
Good ult.
There's that rolling thunder that we talked about. Sid once again with the flash. He drops. Tens has to have high impact here, but Baby Bay pushes in aggressively, right? They're going to use the fault line. They're going to push Tens
What
off.
the fuck is going on?
Here. The Hunter's Fury is going to be used to push back Shazam, and I don't know that
They're on it.
Shazam has time.
Jeez.
Oh my word. Red Bull clutch coming through. Honestly, I'd be pulling my hair out if I was FaZe there. It's just like, fight me, do it. So much utility coming over. Tens just not peeking. Oh my word. And Tens is the guy to peek. He's the guy that's always going to peek, and he just holds the line. They play cat and mouse so well. Sentinels coming up with that round.
Again, to have the wherewithal to delay just long enough.
Yeah.
To have the
Good
spike
live
go
there.
off. Yeah, and then Zachary dying there.
I think they
too
could have won the
certainly doesn't
round.
Feel good.
If one held, one covered.
Very well played from Sentinels. FaZe at a 2-round deficit, showing some of that early look towards A lobby control again. Raucous going in, Baby Bay with the op. That is not an option on the map for Sentinels at this time.
Great job sourcing out where Sentinels could be headed this round. Raucous pushing up right away. FaZe changing their game a little bit here. Not changing it, going back to a little bit more with confidence. They're going to leave Baby Bay pushed up. Bladestorm could become useful here in this round as they start to set up for what might be a C hit, and they're calling it correctly for now.
No ultimates online. There is still an operator in the hands of Tens. Paranoia is going to come out. It's going to push a couple of members back. And I love this. They invest the utility and they pull right off. Oh, man. Baby Bay was waiting for that the entire time. It was very similar to what we saw from Marv in the defender spawn, but this time it was Baby Bay with the knob down a short. Now they know a short's not an option. They don't want to go C long because of what they just did over there. That's going to force them into B.
Sentinels heading into B. Name a more
This is a
iconic
weird
couple,
round.
honestly. They get themselves in, and whether it's the dash and plant round or it's
Dude.
the late B
Shaz
round.
was literally
They have
short A.
Such good cover on this. Already
This is
pushed
wild.
Up through A. Look at these positions, Doug.
Baby Bay is about to get knifed.
Zombs is in trouble. He's gonna get picked
Oh,
up.
he thought about
Rockets
it. He
is on
thought
the
about
flank.
it.
Shazam was on one as well. I mentioned he was in trouble.
Wow.
But the man steps up again. Drops 2 on the side of FaZe. Tens is up. Continues to sing. Raucous is left alone.
Bullseye.
Beautiful shot. Looking for the con hits here.
Okay,
Almost
10.
gets the operator out. There's
Okay,
one
dude.
again. 10's did, and 6 gonna trade. Maybe they can run
That's
back
funny.
and grab it, but the money's good for Sentinels. They should be able to purchase another operator if they need it. A 6-3 here. Sentinels start to pull away from FaZe on Haven.
Man, and again, Zombs was in he was in a really precarious spot here, right? Because you're having that push in from Garage. Raucous was around from the attacker spawn again, and he was kind of stuck there, right? But he just shows nobody.
The
puts
Garage
Zombs in
guys
the
couldn't get
corner,
the
and he's
trade.
gonna punch his
That
way
was
right
really, really
through.
crucial.
Huge impact kills.
Crucial to
open
get
up the
that trade.
round.
And this
For
makes me
Sentinels.
Baby Bay couldn't have really known that he was getting flanked, but it was all on those Garage guys, really.
Not something that is covered by FaZe. Maybe that one was triggered by Baby Bay being pushed up so far on A that they knew the rotations would be flexed out a little bit from the middle of the map, and they didn't see anything there. Shazam again.
Oh,
You
that's
gotta be
sick,
kidding me
dude.
right now.
That's so
Played through
sick.
That trap, Baby Bay's a little bit
Holy,
of pressure, and this
this
is
dude's
exactly
playing
what FaZe
Overwatch.
do. No round can just be textbook for Sentinels right now. FaZe has to put the pressure on, and Sentinels is
the
adding
fuck
even
is
more
going
pressure. They say,
on?
Ante up, we're gonna raise the stakes.
I love that from Baby Bay, understanding there was pressure coming from Sentinels towards C.
That was
He
actually
takes
really,
that
really
space
cool what
away
they did with the
Blade Storm.
drone
Does a
to
little
break
bit
the
of
Cypher
damage,
trap
but
to
then
get
they
Baby
take a
Bay to
quick
go
fight.
deep.
Look at 10,
But he was
man,
so close
already
to the
cooking
kill, he
one,
just
gonna
couldn't- he
dash
couldn't
away,
finish
preserve
it
his
off.
life. Just a sliver of health.
Dead.
Exactly. And the flash was there, and the flash doesn't matter. Sentinels continue to expose different areas of the sites. They're doing it in a myriad of different ways, and they look good on attack.
Just really have something different for each round, Doug. Like we're not seeing the same
Marv
thing.
is
This
struggling,
isn't a
man.
Utility out, spam through
This
utility.
is his
find
round,
a
though.
frag, and
This is his
make
round.
our way somewhere.
I'm feeling it.
They're getting FaZe to move around in positions that are advantageous for then the two of Sentinels to swing, finding somewhere
Both the
and getting
Omens.
intel on Baby Bay or X Agent. And they're really playing.
What's crazy is Zombs
April
only has
game
2
that
kills,
is not
but the
allowing
2
FaZe
kills
to
he
play the
got
strap.
were so crucial and won them one of those rounds.
Baby Bay dashing down with the
That's why,
flash.
like,
Sick.
yeah, he's only got 2 kills, whatever, right? Might look rough, might not, but those 2 kills on that gun round were so crucial that won him the round.
Very comfortable right
So
now,
who the
just
fuck
kind of
cares that
feeling
he has 2
things
kills,
out,
you know what I mean?
Seeing what FaZe throw their way before they make a decision.
I got a good
You
feeling about
mentioned
this
the
round
right
for
back
Marv,
is there.
though.
One of the
I
best
don't know.
places for
I'm feeling
that
damn
is
good.
Garage, right? Close
He's feeling
impact,
damn good.
A lot
I don't
of
know.
ground can be gained immediately, but anywhere is good, especially if you can get him all the way down short. Pushed up here from Marv. He's going to be trying to hide from this drone. And see, this has not been cleared. A little bit of round was done, or a little bit of default was done.
Oh, wow.
So drone
Oh,
is definitely
wow.
necessary.
Okay.
Run it back there from short. We'll see what they can do.
Oh, excellent use of the flash. He has to wait off, and then he uses it from the shadows to get to safety.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Raucus
A little slimy.
Tens. Excellent response to the run it back. Doesn't provide a whole lot of value.
Let's go, Marv.
Left and right.
What did I say?
Who managed to stay away
What did I say?
early on is good.
What did I
for
say?
End to give the numbers advantage
Sorry.
to FaZe. Now
I'm yelling.
Shazam is in a 1v2. He doesn't have a Hunter's Fury.
All right, don't throw this.
Does have the
2v1.
spike.
Let him plant.
But that
Let
shot
him
dart
plant.
there should give away some position.
Or
The
just
angle's
fucking
held by
drop
Marv.
him. That works
Three
too.
on the round, and again, cannot stress the importance of the from the shadows in the face of the showstopper to preserve his life and be the impact maker at the end of the round.
Yeah. We're really making that one work.
If he didn't get this
Raucus
kill,
here
they would have lost the round.
knows that nobody else is coming in the site. Able to get that frag. Great mental play to just stick on to that jet. And then the rest of the round was such a flurry. Like you said, Marv in the back of the site, able to grab a 3K against all odds and all that utility in front of him. And we will see what FaZe can continue to do. Feeling a bit of a groove here as they get themselves another round, maybe a 7-5 first half.
And Raucus is going to have the Hunter's Fury as well. You hear Tens using the Blade Storm early on, has an operator
Good peek.
in tow. I love the peek, and you can tell
A
early
double
on.
B
I don't know
walk.
if the spike's
Baby
gonna
Bay
commit
set
that
up
way,
for
but
this,
they
though.
certainly want to cause some damage across the middle of the map. Baby Bay turns away. It wasn't a flash, but Tens dashes in
What
with
the
that Blade Storm
fuck,
that we mentioned,
dude?
taking care
Oh,
of
this
one
game
who's
is
gonna get
something
tagged up,
else.
Has to step away, and now the spike starts to rotate elsewhere.
See what kind of shots they can get from Garage here. It does look like they've regained the site on B. Wow. They have a 4 retake on A, so they're not worried about it. Shazam drops Corey.
Well
Make
done.
that 3 now.
No, chill.
Zachary
Chill.
answers back on Shazam.
Jesus. Relax. Okay, well.
Rockets, and the spike doesn't go down.
Bro, I can't.
Marv
I
shows up at the
can't
right
predict
time,
anything
too, to
that's
get
gonna
the
happen in
last
this
kill
game.
on
This is
Zon.
truly an
Excellent response from
unpredictable game.
FaZe. 7-5
I don't know what the
half.
fuck's going on.
Rockets
I feel like
showing up to the party
we're playing
there
ranked.
Just as Sentinels felt like
I don't know what
they
to
were
say.
able to capitalize on another round. He says, nope. FaZe isn't going down that easy. Brings it back up to 7-5. And it's looking much better than that first half. This
I
one
really
is selected by
want
Sentinels,
it.
so
I
FaZe
really
is
want to
trying
see a
give them
third map.
taste of their
Please,
own
FaZe. Let's
medicine
fucking
on
go.
their pick.
Now Sentinels on the defensive side of
Get
the map
amped up.
here. We mentioned at
You
the
know?
beginning the attackers generally have a bit of a leg
Do
up
some
because
jumping
you can
jacks.
you can be far more
That's what I do
intentional
when
about
I'm-
where
when
you
I'm
want
feeling
to
damn
invest your
good.
resources, right? You can do a little pulling of the string, make them think twice about where you want to go, and then commit somewhere. FaZe is also historically very good on the attacking half of most maps, really. This is where they shine. Again, this is where Zachary really is able to open up sights and allow Baby Bay and Marv to do what they do.
So this is either a full hit towards B, or maybe they go back to A on this. It looks like they're committing a lot of utility to C. It's wherever Baby Bay can keep the angles pretty close here. He actually did not go for the shorty, as I missed.
That was sick. That was coordinated well.
As close as possible.
He
right
dashed
away,
through as
looking
his
for
breach
cameras everywhere. It might be
flashed
here, it might
back
be
bomb
there.
box, so he cleared back sight. Now it's just a 5-on-5 retake. Now it's, I mean, this is really anyone's round right now. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Both Corey and Raucus are for FaZe.
Like
right, they're so concerned about this flank through the middle of the map that they
Great
back
paranoia.
off. Meanwhile, the remaining
Now they know
members of
nobody's
Sentinel
flanking,
FaZe
so they know they're all hitting
on the
spawn.
site. The
Corey's
paranoia's
set up
gonna
in a pretty
come
good
out.
spot.
Sentinels have to respect it. They've already dropped Zons, and they've dropped Tens, but sick.
Oh my God,
He was
Dapper,
a
your
hero
brain,
on this map.
your
Last
brain
round,
is
Dapper good
massive.
for what a response!
Oh
from
my
Sentinels. You
God.
gotta be kidding me.
Dapper's patience and
Dapper might have the
Sentinel's
biggest brain on the
comms.
server.
Dapper's just sitting there. Okay, 2 site, perfect.
Holy
There's
shit.
1, probably a rotator. Here's him coming in, and then the pressure he creates after taking out Corey is enough to get the round. It just seems like they're in the right place at the right time right now, and Sentinels cannot find a way around that. Add that on to the aim being on the operator, getting under the skin of FaZe, and Sentinels is making a pretty good case for themselves here.
A judge in the hands of Tens. Now the question is, does he stay disciplined and just hold a tight angle? Or does he full send into what FaZe has cooking? Meanwhile, for FaZe, you see they don't force up. They seldom do. As it looks like they try to expose some across the middle of the map.
It should be Sentinel's round.
On the last round, Riv, where they're going to try to work their way in through Garage. Marv plays back on
FaZe
C.
doesn't have much. FaZe has,
Then if
they
that's
didn't buy
safe, they
anything.
work their
FaZe
way
actually
in.
didn't buy anything.
One
They bought 2
difference
flashes, or 1 flash
Baby
maybe.
Bay is not aggressively
That's about
taking
it.
as much space as he was before.
Frenzy.
And you see Rockets
There's
right
no
now always
utility,
checking his
nothing,
back,
like,
making sure. So he's got
flash
the
this
flank
and
here.
swing. Flash this and
Nothing
swing.
on
That's about all
C,
you can
though,
do.
So could start to creep around. We may see the team
Flash.
put a little bit
Oh,
of
whoa,
priority
whoa,
onto
whoa.
that.
Didn't expect
And
that.
One.
Oof.
Tens didn't expect that either.
That's all it was. Meanwhile, Sick going in aggressive. He gets another one, but he gets traded out as pulls continue to
Okay,
drop
this is
left
getting-
and right, back and forth as Marv drops as
Okay.
well. Numbers advantage.
That got
goes in favor of
close.
Sentinels as Rockus is left alone.
Wow.
He doesn't have the spike, right? That's so brutal.
That
He's
got
gonna have
a
to
lot
work his way in,
closer
and
than
he
I
cannot.
thought.
Dapper sniffs out where the remaining player of
Wow.
FaZe was to get Sentinels to 9.
All right, FaZe. Start grabbing the rounds back here. We'll see what they can do. Like I said, I thought Haven might give them the opportunity to be able to toy with Sentinels a little bit more. That was the round advantage. Not round advantage, those are the rounds they were starting to get on Icebox. Here it's going to be A. Depending on the utility, there is a Sova lineup coming in, so it looks like that will be a committal. Kills going down may cause them to stop here, but this could be the FaZe we're looking for.
Early breach utility pushing Shazam in.
Fast
Zom's
A?
back.
No way they
Protection
commit
with
to
the
this.
FaZe happy
No.
to really take that space away to hold W10s once again on the flank with the Judge. Baby Bay dashes into a smoke, and they're able to respond so beautifully. Riv, this is a Judge and Spectres, right? Into full rifles. FaZe is just down to 2. You hold the Judge forward. Corey takes care of him, but Dapper's there on the other side to take care of the last one. Raucus left alone, not able to keep up with the tracing. 29 health left. And the dream looks like it's very quickly going to turn into a nightmare as Sentinels
I don't
try to
like
hunt
that,
him
man.
down
Like, I get it. Your FaZe
get
clan,
themselves to
dude.
10.
Hold W, but like,
great response here and really
feel the round out a little bit. Like,
Money
you got
is
rifles,
so
they got
big for
SMGs and
Sentinels
Judges. Feel it out. Get a little sense for the vibe of it. And then,
They've been playing
once you vibed up a little bit, fuck it, then run in.
Just to start. Not many
I don't like
rounds
that
here,
on the-
but
on
then
the rip,
flexing it
though.
around.
They didn't
had
feel out
2
shit.
as we see Rockets go down 2 behind default box. Baby Bay was the only one in there expecting to see 1. So both
They didn't
sides
feel
of
out a
default
damn
were
thing.
covered.
They
That
just ran
strat
in.
Was covered by Sentinels.
Yeah.
Baby Bay usually gets a 1-person trade there. Everybody else is in. But
Well,
without being
now
able
they
to
all have
clear the same
rifles,
distance
so,
as Jet
FaZe,
finds himself versus 2.
You're out.
And Sentinels is ready to hold the site.
Fun
Already
watch.
numbers up.
And you start to worry for FaZe here. Once again, they're on a pistol. Meanwhile, Sentinels have rifles. They also have the run it back in the hands of Sick. We know how impactful of an ultimate that can be, especially in his hands. Looks like he might consider dropping that bad boy, but opting against it early on as FaZe try to feel things out.
FaZe isn't actually out if they lose, by the way. They just go to lowers. This isn't an elimination. This is the upper bracket, so whoever loses will go lowers.
The Sentinel squad off here and start to do some damage to that money and get some ground. Plant would be huge. And they feel like A might be the way to go. It is one of the easier sites to hold. You can avoid all of these Sova utility coming in, right? You have those 2 choke points and a pretty easy hold for 1 person in that A quadrant near Garden. So it looks like
this bums me out, man. They're feeling out the round now. Like, FaZe is feeling out the round now. But like,
team. See what we can do here is they're sourcing out.
You need to do that on the most crucial round of the half. Not this one.
No. So they call enough they raise enough noise to pull them over to A while they start to rotate off. And that my oh no was because you saw Sentinels, specifically Dapper and Shazam, they took up across the middle of the map, right? So they were set up for a pinch there, but as soon as that noise comes
they're
up,
so convinced they're going A. What in the world?
Rotate forward towards A, and now that really resets the map, gives FaZe a lot more room to work with.
Yo,
these are the rounds
I know
FaZe
won't win this round, but the fact that they're getting this for free, what?
Bit of an advantage.
Baby
Bay with a
that got him his
with
ult?
cheese all the way
Yo,
towards spawn there,
no.
Looks like they'll have
There's no way they win this. No way. I'm sorry.
Bladestorm
There's
is
no way
online
FaZe
for
takes
Baby
this round.
Bay, right? So there's a chance for something here. There's that.
Ooh.
There's that run it back, and it instantly drops. Baby Bay from up top. He gets one, not able to get a second. Shazam intends answer the call for Sentinels. He tries to stay alive on this corner of the site. He's got his sheriff. He's got a couple of
Oh my god, he never saw him. He didn't even know he was there.
As Corey goes absolutely nuts for FaZe.
The patience of Corey.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
My word. You know, him and Baby Bay are talked about quite a bit, and there is a reason. The opening to get in here A few more, and Corey just steadfast. 1-2, and to the chest at 10 to give that one a 10-6 scoreline.
You even saw him there hesitate for just a moment, right? Like, who is that?
I think it's because Zachary was in such a close position, and your mind goes through, that can't be them. Oh, yeah. Wait, it is.
Yep. And fortunately for him, Tens was not any quicker to the draw.
Yeah, the bolted side of him, I think.
Drops ultimates, 2 ultimates in the hands of FaZe. They've got the From the Shadows and the Hunter's Fury. Meanwhile, for Sentinels, they're sitting pretty as well with a couple of their own. They're not sending anything aggressive. I like this from Sentinels, right? Like, FaZe after they take
watch out. Ten's got them knives.
Things out, right? Like, let's see where they show, and then we apply.
I like it. I like it so much better because Sentinels are a team that will play retake. I say that. I'm a broken record when I say it, especially on things like Bind. You'll see the traps by Dapper put in the site, and they're 2 in showers, 3 on B. So they come back fully with a bit of a pincer. So like we just saw there, they're more than happy to go back into C. So the longer round might play in favor of FaZe if they can get Sentinels to get in that position to retake A, is what we're currently looking at on the minimap.
There's a flash.
Oh.
Nice shots from Sick.
And now they know. They know they're going A. They know it. Look at the mini maps.
Right, and he seems to be putting
FaZe is fucked
of a performance
on this gun round.
Gonna dash into A. Here's that retake on A that you talked about, Riv. Keep an eye on Shazam. There it is. The Hunter's Fury once again with Tens as he's good for 2, looking for more. The Blade Storm still online, pushing his way through the smoke, and then he whips out a little bit of spice to keep back the Bucky, making him think twice about it. And with that in mind, there's really no way through. Sentinels take the site back. They get the defuse in the hands of Sick. A flawless round from Sentinels and a statement made.
I would have loved. Okay.
Absurd.
This is going to sound bizarre, but I would have loved to see when Marv did that. I would have loved to see a flash in the door and then another flash through the window.
I say this too, with the amount
and then just charge.
And the utility on the attacking team and the amount of utility available on the defending side, there's a high chance that utility is going to have a return on investment. You're going to find somebody hiding in a corner. That site is stacked with opponents. And Sentinels knows that. When they activate a retake, they are damn sure of where the utility is going and who's checking what angle.
And keeping with the Bucky. Meanwhile, for FaZe, they've got the showstopper in the hands of Corey. They have a Hunter's Fury of their own.
I thought he was dead.
See what they dial up here. We haven't seen that hot heavy yet.
Hold on. Where did Corey get his kill?
From Sentinels and
Corey walked into garage alone and killed someone in C. These dudes are scrimming. They're punking.
FaZe feeling confident to start some of these shots themselves. A little bit of a dash. Oh,
I would have loved if Ted's killed them.
Down to 11 on that one. They're going to be all right, though, as he comes up with that frag. Always tough to shoot somebody who you don't know what their actual movement is.
What is happening?
A little bit of funny business.
Individual performance.
We'll see what Dapper can do here. Phantom could get a few frags out.
Potentially. But I mean, you kind of.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Yes. Tough.
I mean, he does have Cammy, so he can at least know where
the Bulldog sucks, okay? That wasn't Marv's fault.
He's going to get some info. Right? Like
the only problem he had there was buying that damn gun. That gun is stupid.
You know, the more we talk about this, the more
needs a balance.
The more maybe, right? But then, okay, the maybe's gone, right? Zachary just getting that Rolling Thunder there. Presume they don't want to have to use it in a 1v4. That's obviously not the most bang for buck. But if they have to, they do have a lot of those tools available. You already see, look at how Raucus is playing off the site, right? Just in case things go really sideways. Corey as well, kind of waiting things out, and Dapper's just going to...
Do you guys see a FaZe comeback?
Hopefully stay alive.
I don't know.
That weapon into the next round. So for FaZe, we're starting to see some things work.
He's going. Right? Oh, he's going to get some exits.
And honestly, it seems to work best. it seems to work best when Sentinels don't have.
He's getting in their head.
Some of their ultimate time, right? Because when it's been Shazam with the Hunter's Fury and Tens with the Blade Storm, they get whatever the heck they want.
Yeah. A big round there, Doug. 11-7. And we'll see some purchases here. It's going to be full util on the side of Sentinels. There's the operator. Coming in for 10s this time. We saw it on Shazam last map on Icebox.
If
FaZe
Sentinels
is gonna
wins
go
this
into the
round,
purchase side as well.
they're gonna win the
We
next.
do have 3 ultimates ready, 3 away.
FaZe
for
wins this round.
Yo, a bit of a different.
We're
look
going
for
into
Sentinels on
OT.
defense. They're stacking A, right? They have 2 there,
Ooh.
and they're gonna have 10s around as well. Sick looking like he's gonna try to play.
Holy
Might get it.
shit.
All right, we'll see here. Rocket's using that Hunter Fury
What in the world?
to get some of that space.
Is
With
this
that, FaZe are able
round?
to take A lobby. I mean, excuse me, A long,
Yeah.
and push Sentinels back.
A dart? Wait, okay, what the fuck just
Nice
happened?
attempt there. We often see that used.
Was that a
to
cage,
kind
a
of choke
dart?
off
No,
defender
an
spawn,
aftershock,
make sure the
a
Hunter
dart,
Fury is
a
causing
raise nade,
chaos
and a
little
Silva
bit of,
ult.
displacement of your enemy. Not a lot of FaZe members pushed up there. It kind of was just like a
Alright,
tag and frag,
okay.
if you will. If they hit somebody, they're moving in. So far, though, they're going to switch it up.
Weird.
And they're going to start playing back to the other
They
side
were
of the
really
site.
hoping
Again,
to
we
get
said
that
this
one
should
kill with
favor
all that
Sentinels
utility.
with the way, I'm sorry, FaZe, with the way Sentinels moves around throughout the mid game. It looks like they're actually playing a pretty steady 2-1-2, though, as we finally getting Shazam to rotate out along with 10s.
Oh man,
And
that's
there's the A again.
beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful because Corey was there the entire
Wow, by
time.
FaZe.
Right, like Corey never left. He was able to get him.
I'm sorry,
understanding that
why
nobody was pushing their way
Does
in.
Sentinels
So
have
smart.
5
All
on
of the
C?
noises
Or,
cut,
like,
they're
what's
gonna
going
pull
on
out.
here?
Well, and the thing is here for Sentinels
Uh,
is that they are going to be able to fully retake as 5, right? They don't have some of the tools that
All right.
have proven to be so effective
whatever,
in the past.
5 on 5 retake.
But they are going to be able to retake as 5.
So the
Interesting
problem
to
with
see
this
how it
5 on
plays
5
out. I
retake
also
is
wanna
if
keep an
FaZe
eye
does
on some
this
of the
right,
post
which
plays
I hope
from
they
FaZe.
do,
Zachary with the rolling
they
thunder.
have Corey's
He can play
ultimate,
back,
and they
or
have
he can go
Zachary's
aggressive,
ultimate.
Understanding as soon as he gets a
All
tell,
Sentinels
all those
has
Sentinels are coming
is a
from, he can push
paranoia
that back in 5
and
times.
10s.
I love these retakes. 5v5.
That's
spike
quite a lot. That's
humanity.
dangerous,
Hardly
okay? That's
ever
dangerous.
See this. And you get to see how the
Oh,
util is perfectly used to retake the site.
Oh,
Sick
no,
gets
no,
the kill, and that's what he
no!
needs to get the rolling, or excuse me, the run it back. Ends with the operator, gets one. Sick once again, showing the efficacy of that ultimate. The spike is going to start to get fused. Dapper sticking on it. Zombs continues to stick the matter. To FaZe. Sentinels are on map point, a flawless
That's
round.
game, folks.
Match point.
Listen, they got sick as well. I forgot about them.
That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. The execution Sentinels is putting forth.
Dude.
Let's just watch this again.
If that ult went off,
Smokes
that
out
could have changed the round.
immediately,
Maybe.
It
Maybe.
just causes so much chaos.
But he would have died
And again, it
regardless.
was sick, Riv, because even before he has the run it back online, dropping down, he does 2
That
things
timing was
that are insane for the round.
absurd.
Drops down, gets the kill onto Zachary, right? That's great. But then he also negates the rolling thunder, right? He was channeling it up. They waited to see where that aggression was coming from. It comes offline, and then from that point on, it was all Sentinels all day. FaZe.
My word.
I was
looking to
expecting
stay alive
something
here, looking
completely
to avoid a
different,
trip
okay?
down to the losers bracket.
What I was expecting
To the lower
was
bracket,
for
excuse me,
FaZe to
and
play out of
they don't
sight,
have
let them
ideal
in
weaponry,
sight
Riv. This
as
does not
5.
look good if you're FaZe.
Let them tap the
Honestly,
bomb when they
I
tap
would
the bomb,
be
hit him with a full
terrified
alt
if I had to
retake.
face Sentinels here on out. FaZe is
That's what I was
still
expecting.
FaZe. They're a team to be reckoned with. Sentinels, however, just really feeling the vibe today. Marked, looking to keep the team alive here. The 4v3, Doug. The possibilities there as Corey comes up big.
Yeah, FaZe in a
All right, well, they
real
didn't close
pretty
it out.
spot here. They've been able to upgrade a couple of weapons as well.
But, hold
Now
on.
to Zachary.
Oh, what a
He's still
flick.
got a sheriff.
Wow,
But
Shaz.
Shazam and 10s in a 2v3. He has the op, but that's all he's really got here. And the other problem is, Riv, they're on the opposite side of the map. Zachary's going to be able to get the spike down, and it's going to be a bit of what we saw last time, right? They still have that rolling thunder. They still are in a decent position here, but Sentinels don't have the same firepower to retake A that they did previously.
So B or C to A has been the play now for FaZe. They're figuring out Sentinels, and like I said, it's not like Sentinels is falling for this strat every time. They're happy for the retake, and that's what FaZe just has to play off of. They have to be more sure that they're going to be able to snuff 10s as soon as he gets in, even if he's dashing into your face with the operator like it's a damn shotgun. Shazam and the rest of the team trying to do blind and find with the utility they have, because Sentinels is not coming back in with grenades. They're not throwing a bunch of utility that's going to do damage. That's the blind and find retake, and it's super effective if used right.
And in that instance, they did not have, as you said, some of those tools that are insanely effective when used correctly to take the site back.
Yeah.
That's going to get FaZe to 8.
Great job by FaZe.
Again, Yeah, Riv, you've got to play perfect Valorant here. The rest of the way.
And
just
I
to
mean,
get
that's
to
what we've
overtime.
seen from them, right? They have been undefeated up until this point.
That's true. Very, very true for Sentinels. An operator still in the hands of Tens. Rifles the rest of the way. No early aggression. Really from either.
Just close it
squad.
out, Sentinels. Just close it out.
Moment, understanding how tense this is sick. My gosh!
How do you, what do you do? What do you play against? Your strat just got picked apart once. It's going to be the plant mid. I still like this from FaZe because if you act that fast, Sentinels is going to think they have you on the back foot. So you quickly planning, they now have to react. And FaZe has been able to get pretty good ground on rounds like this.
And again, Zachary still has that Rolling Thunder. He's got to stay alive. He's got to be able to provide value from that if they want to keep this site as theirs. There's that Rolling Thunder, but Sick once again on the swing, takes care of Baby Bay. The Blade Storm's offline. Dapper gets once as well. Sam starting to stick the spike.
Oh my God,
Zachary
Dapper
has to swing, and he doesn't have any choices. Raucous left alone in a 1v5,
There it is.
and it doesn't matter. The spike is diffused right out of under his
They
nose.
needed to